Welcome back to St Anne's here in Higher Openshaw. For any of our regular listeners, once again you'll probably have realised that for the last week the podcasts have been very quiet indeed. And the reason for that, well, we've been away in Lourdes on our annual parish pilgrimage. So I thought I would give you a little brief overview of the week that we have had. First of all, I'd like to thank all our pilgrims. They were fantastic. Their timekeeping was really superb. We didn't have to wait once for anyone, which was absolutely fantastic. So thank you all for that. We set off having had a look at the weather forecast first of all. And the weather forecast for Lourdes was promised to be excellent while we were there. Things didn't quite turn out that way. The weather was okay, but we did have patches of rain and patches of sunshine. It was a little bit mixed. One day particularly we had a beautiful day, and I believe also since we have left, the weather has really picked up. But nonetheless, we had a great time. Our itinerary in Lourdes was varied and mixed as always. We began our journey through into Lourdes by first arriving at the Ukrainian church, which has become a tradition with our particular group over the years. We celebrated Mass as we arrived into Lourdes, and it was lovely once again to be welcomed by the community of the Ukraine church in Lourdes, so we'd like to thank them too. And then over the week we did all kinds of things like you do in Lourdes. We had Mass, we had a Mass of healing at the Convent of the Seven Dolores. We did the high stations. We went to the International Mass in the underground Basilica of Pius X. We had, I think we mentioned our group photograph. We visited the grotto. We went to Bartres. We went up to Hosanna House. We did a walking tour of Lourdes. I was surprised how many came on that really, because we only had 4 or 5 new people with us who'd never been to Lourdes before, but the walking tour party was about a dozen, so that was interesting. And then, having left Lourdes, having had a very spiritual and great time together, we then travelled back to Le Mans, where we stayed in a Novotel overnight. The following day then we went to Dieppe. And this was the idea of going to Dieppe was just to give people, first of all, a break in the coach journey home, but also to allow people to have a time to potter around the beautiful town of Dieppe. And then the last evening we spent in a restaurant called Les Arcades, and we had a last group evening meal together, which was lovely. It was a kind of an extra that we do every year, but it was lovely to kind of let our hair down and thank God that we'd had such a great time in Lourdes. But now it is Sunday morning. We arrived back last night at, I think it was about 8 p.m. when we got in, but it's now 9:05 on Sunday morning, and I don't feel as though I've been away. I've done all kinds of things. I've got the washing in, as you do when you come back off a holiday. I've also gone through the mail. I've done a whole pack of, gone through emails. And I thought I'd now share a podcast with you. For those of you who have been following our journey on the blog to Lourdes, I do apologise because the Wi-Fi setup in the hotel was really quite poor. So it was taking a very long time to upload even a single photograph. I did my best, and I hope you've enjoyed reading what was put on. But during today and tomorrow, what I'm hoping to do is to go back through the blog, adding a lot more photographs and a lot more kind of information about the things that we did. So, if you have been following the blog, you need to go back to the beginning as from tomorrow and have a look through again, and you'll probably see a few more photographs there for you to enjoy. And if you've not had a look at our blog, please do. There's some good photographs on there and not much information, but the information gives you the story of how we went on in Lourdes. So I've just been having a quick look at my diary. The this coming week is fairly quiet, apart from one little message for all the parents of our Year 3 children, those who are making they're following the sacramental program this coming year. We need to make sure that you come to the meeting. The first meeting for Unit 1 is on Sunday the 29th, and that will be here in church here in the church hall at 9:45. Please don't be late. So, that's it for now. Until next time, thanks for listening.